Ring ring.
Hello.
Hi, is this Erica?
Yes, it is. Who's calling?
Hi, Erica. It's Lux from Launchpod. How you going?
Good. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. Sorry, just to remind you, if you remember, we met at Sydney Design Show last year in June. We were the ones who had the rooms, and we were the ones who had the residential commercial furnitures.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Really cool stuff.
Ah, yeah, thank you. I just wanted to see, I think last week I sent you an email with a lot of new designs we've come out with for this year. I wanted to see if you got that.
I did. Yeah. I've been meaning to get back to you about it. I've just had a lot of stuff going on.
I totally get it. It's the beginning of the year, lots going on. I just wanted to make sure you got that. Did you get a chance to have a look at it?
Yes. Yeah, I did. I really liked the commercial aspects of it. I'm opening up a school, so it'd be really cool to see what you can do for us.
Oh, that's interesting. Wow. So is this a new construct you're looking to build, or is it going to be an existing construct where you're going to add on a site, or let's say you're going to bit of an add-on there. What is it? Is it a new construct?
So it is a new concept, new construction, but I would like to do it in an existing building just because I want to try to recycle and refurbish and be as good to the environment as possible.
Right. So can you break that down for me? You're saying it's a new construct, but it has to be broken down in a more environmental friendly way, is it? Like an
Yeah,
existing.
so yeah, if you can help us find an existing building that we can just redo, so that
All
way
right.
we're not so that way we're not
So
breaking
wait,
something down and or just building from the ground up. Like I'd be totally happy with making something that's already existing into something new.
gotcha. Well, in just general, is this for a public school or a private school?
A little bit of both. So my concept is to have a school and office building where online workers can
Mhm.
come and have their children be online as well.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like a mosh pod, I guess, of like, think of your online worker that just goes to Starbucks and works for the day,
Yeah,
but they have their kid that does online school as well, but
yeah,
they need like an environment where they can work and their kid can do school.
yeah,
So it can be multiple parents coming in and working kind of not working side by side, but working side by side,
yeah,
doing completely different businesses, whatever they're doing, but then their
yeah.
kid can be right there in the same room or the room next to them
Hmm.
and have like people oversee the children where it's not like an actual teacher, but it's just someone that's there, like making sure they're not coloring on the walls or bouncing off the walls or they're actually sitting and doing what they're supposed to be doing. So, yeah, that's the whole concept.
And that's beautiful. And what's the timeline of this project? When are you going to start with the DA stage, the development applications?
So that's actually we're trying to get that going now. So I would like to be able to have this project finished in the next it'd be great if could be done by 2026, mid 2026, something like that. I don't know. I've
Hmm.
never done anything like this before, so I guess timeline is a little bit flexible, I guess, since I don't know where to start or what to do with it. So I'd want to make sure that it's done right.
Yeah.
And I guess time frame is flexible, yeah.
Yeah. Look, that's what I'm here for, to support an entire schedule and create a schedule with you, which helps you understand what comes where. But just before we come into the schedule side of things, I just want to know, is this just you working on this, or you got another team or other people working on the project too with you?
So I have a few other moms that are helping and investing in it. But I am definitely the main one as far as who came up with the idea, and they're just kind of the money side. I'm the one that's like, hey, this is what should happen. This is what's going to work the best. And they're just like, oh, that sounds good. And here's some money. Go for it.
That sounds great. But then again, what's the budget you guys are looking to invest into the school? And first, I mean, that's one part of it. And second part of it, how many students do you want to accommodate?
I mean, as many as humanly possible. It would be great if it could be 24/7 because I know there's people that have nighttime jobs that are in different time schedules and they may work they may, live here in Australia, but they may work in the US or time frame in the US. So they're just working at different times.
Yeah.
And with that, I would like there to be like even, a few rooms that can have bunk beds in it that the kids could sleep in, that, the parents could feel safe that if they're once their kid gets done with their school, they can go take a little nap and then they can get up and go home. And obviously not an overnight stay. It's not like a hotel. We're not like, facilitating showers or anything for these people. But
Yeah.
if their, younger kid needs to go lay down and rest and take a nap, I want to make sure that that's available as well for them.
Well, just hearing all that you said right now with the timelines you have, and one thing I didn't get to was the budget. So just want to know again, what is the amount that you're looking to, with the mums, invest into the project?
We have about 2 million to spend,
And that's including drafting or excluding drafting?
including drafting.
Okay, that's great. Look, the reason I'm asking is because recently we did a couple of projects and I'm trying to align two of those projects together to match your vision here. So just to, reiterate as what you've told me, what you want to create here, you want a place where students can come study, learn, have parents involved there so that they can be around. They can also have like a co-working area if they want to just be around kids. You want to have as many students as possible, but you want an existing structure which can be redone, not something that starts from the scratch, because I understand with the budget and the draftings you have, amount of 2 million, it's going to be really hard to achieve. So keeping all of that in mind, what we've done in the past, we've done two similar kind of projects, but we can match those two projects together to achieve your vision. So the first part of the project we did was, it's called the Vertical University. Have you heard of it?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I'll dwell in deep into the vertical university too. But the second style of learning center that you're talking about is more towards a Montegree kind of way of working, where students have mentors rather than teachers, and
Mhm.
they also have co-working areas attached to this learning center with students where parents can come and work out of there. So what happens is, let's say if a student actually wants to become a marketing director or marketing creative person, and one of the parents are a marketing person. So while they're actually learning what marketing things require, they can actually go and literally work with one of those parents as mentors and coaches to see what the career is going to be like in the future. Does that make a little sense?
Yeah, yeah, yep, that's
Yeah.
100% right up the alley that I was looking for. So yeah.
Yeah, I've got a bit of an idea how to match the two sides, which is the Montegree style of things with the vertical university. And I'll dwell a bit deep into the vertical institute as well. Vertical institute is basically a way of cutting budgets, getting what you need as a space which is already there, which is, let's say, a CBD building. For example, you're in the city. There's so many buildings with floors empty right now where landlords are looking for tenants to come in. And in
Right.
something we've done in the past, we've taken 5 floors and converted that into a university. It's central. It gives you enough space and it has that sort of feature that, it becomes a learning center slash co-working. So in a way, it gives you that access, which is easy access. It builds in your budget and you don't have to get into drafting with this because it's an existing structure. So including these two models, do you think this would help you get to your vision?
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time I've done something like this, but it sounds like you know what you're doing and you're bringing, great ideas to the table. So, I mean, I guess I would want to know if first off, like what building we're going to be using, if we can fit more than just 5 rooms, if there's going to be more availability for just 5 rooms. If we're just starting out with 5 rooms, I guess that's okay, but I would absolutely want to be able to do more because I want this to facilitate not only like older students, but younger kids as well. Because coming as a single mom and having my partners be single moms, we are looking at this as an opportunity to work in a community side by side, even though we're doing our own individual jobs, whatever they may be, but have our children there as well in an environment where they can still socialize, but
Mhm.
not be in the, standard brick and mortar school where there's a bell that rings when they're done and they have to do all this. Like, no, they're gonna get done with their classes and, their lessons and then eat and have a snack whenever they want and
Mm.
within reason, they're still
Yeah.
gonna just
Absolutely.
not whatever they want, but yeah.
No, absolutely. I think exactly what we did for the one side of the Vertical Institute to create these specific areas at the same time, the rooms that we didn't do the built-in ones, we did the modular ones that get assembled on site. So in case, let's say 6 months later, you want to use that space where the rooms are for another purpose, make it like a, play area for little kids. You can literally flat pack those rooms and remove it to another floor. And then again, it becomes a completely flexible way. So all the furniture, all the rooms, except for the joinery elements, will be completely flexible. So when we talk about the bathrooms and we talk about the kitchens, those are the only two things that you're going to be having fixed. So in our
Okay.
design, we'll have to think of it that, okay, this certain portion is going to become fixed. So
Right.
maybe we have to have bathrooms on all floors, but maybe have the kitchen only on one floor with a little bit of a canteen where people can go down and eat there, you know?
Okay.
We
Yeah.
can have dedicated areas for the fixed stuff. Then we can have the other modular stuff going around for having the flexibility of learning rooms, co-working rooms, of common, areas where students and parents can be working together or with the alignment doing collaborative work. So the way I'm looking at it right now is I was hoping to see if I create a roadmap here, I create a bit of a journey where I want to show you what the journey is going to be. It would
Mhm.
be me showing you the existing designs we've done. From there, it would be creating a bit of a mood and a vision board with you as to what your current vision is, picking
Yeah.
a few elements out of there if we can, or creating a few new elements. So
Okay.
I'll get my designer on the meeting. I'll get my architect on the meeting. I'll be there. The three of us are going to sit it down with you, and we're going to understand from what elements can we take from both the vertical university and the Montegrey University, and put them together to see if that matches your vision. And then we'll put all of those elements with budgets under it, with finishes under it, and then the design structures are going to be created around it for your final approvals. Once that's done, we'll provide a quotation. In that quotation, you'll have entire breakdown of product, installation, delivery, cleanup, and then we get to the schedule, which I spoke to you about at the beginning. I'll
Yeah.
create a full timeline of the project from when you hand over the keys to me of getting, let's say you've taken a tenancy for 6 floors and you hand over the keys to me from that date, the delivery day, what would the schedule look like? Do you think that would be interesting to you?
Yeah, yeah, I definitely would love to see, what your design team would have in mind. And, starting out with 6 floors, I think is a great option. I think we could house a lot of, or not house, but, have a lot of students and, parents there, or just, I guess, anyone who really needs the space. But my vision is parents being there side, not side by side, but sort of maybe in the next room over, having their kids there just so, they're still involved with them and can see them and, leave when they want, really. Because if you're working online, the kids working on, doing school online, you don't have to have an 8-hour workday or 6-hour, 7-hour school day. Like you can go and do what you want.
Yeah.
Um, I think it'd be good to have obviously the fixed bathroom and fixed kitchen because you can't move those those around because of plumbing and everything else.
Yeah.
But it would probably be good to have an optional shower for like emergencies.
Hmm.
Um, I don't want people to think that they can just come in and shower there because if we're gonna have like nap area for little children, I don't want them to like be staying overnight because it's not a hotel. We would have to get into a whole other insurance with that. But yeah, I
So,
would def yeah.
so two things come to my mind when you talked about the two things. First thing that I sort of heard you say was that you want to create a space where it's sort of a room within a room where kids are learning, but it's visible to parents.
Yeah,
So have you heard of the concept of the room within a room?
maybe that kind of sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. I mean, I'm kind of picturing like a glass wall where you can pull a curtain back and forth, basically.
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely. You don't have a curtain, but the way it works is, let's say you have a 5 by 5 meter room, right? Which is 2.8 high. Now, within the 5 by 5 meter room, we'll create another 2 by 2 meter room, which is 2.5 meter high. And that's going
Okay.
to be completely from all side glass. But at the same time, it'll be double lead tempered glass with complete acoustics in it to have soundproofing. So it's a concept where you at least can have a breakout room within the classroom Or you can have another room where, parents can be working out of it. It could be a STEM lab, it could be an experiment lab where certain students can be sent in while the class is being run. So it's a room within a room, which is completely transparent. So then the teachers still have their vision in it, but at the
Mhm.
same time, it's soundproof so that it's completely a focus area for the students.
I
And
love that.
the second thing that you said about the bathrooms where you don't want people to obviously stay overnight and just want them to use them while when they're required is to
Hmm.
make them bookable. So today we use Saltos and we use Keys. These are the two brands we use in Australia, but we can find out alternatives in the US for them.
Yeah.
They create all of these lockable systems which are all digitalized. So it's all on your phone. You got to book them. So when you're booking let's say a bath area, you got to pay for it. So that it becomes monetized. So you're getting some income out of it too, as in like it's not an income, I would say, but it just helps you regulate things and monetize things.
Yeah, pays for the water if they're using it for however
Correct.
long. And
Correct.
yeah, and especially if it's that, actually now that we're talking about this, I kind of imagine there being some sort of a gym that people can use. And maybe even like if we're going to elevate it a little, if it's within the budget, maybe a sauna or,
Well, we'll have to
maybe
sit
we
down
can
and
get a
probably
bigger
for
budget for
that.
all
I
that,
think,
but
I love the vision. I have to say that's limitless, and I really, really like it, and I'll align with you. Look, how about this? How about you come in because I've got a few design aspects I'd love for you to have a look at. I've
okay.
got some time on Tuesday, and I'll get in my design and architect with me. How about we sit down? I'll show you some of these samples, and then we create the roadmap and work towards creating a bit of a plan and a project summary. From there, in the coming week, I can present some drawings to you and then a quotation. Do you think that would be good?
Yeah, that'd be great. And we won't have to focus on the gym or sauna yet. Maybe the next project over after this was a success. But I like where we're going with this.
Well, hey, you never know because most of the things we're doing is modular, it's not built in. We're saving, I think, one third of the actual cost of a built-in. So if you really
Okay.
need a sauna, we could make it happen, but not promising anything right now.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Let's do this. I'm going to send you a meeting request right now. So
Okay.
it should pop up literally now. Do you see that?
Yep, just came through.
Gotcha. So if in case anything comes up and you want to move it around in your diaries, just let me know in a day in advance so that I can let the team know too.
Yep.
Otherwise, I'm looking forward to our discussion.
Awesome. Yeah, and I'm going to be bringing my investors as well. So,
Oh, that's great. That'll be better. Even they can have a bit of an input on what they need.
yeah, well, I'm the idea person. They're just the money. So they just, they want to see where their money's going.
Well, definitely. It's like, you know how you got the money and you got the brains, they need to come together.
Yep, absolutely.
Thank you so much for your time, Erica. I really do appreciate this. I will let you go here, but thank you, and I'll see you on Tuesday in our office.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers. Have a great day. Cheers.
You too. Bye bye.